What's up, shipheads? I just beamed in. How's it going, everybody? Good to see. We got Jeff here, Captain Charlemagne. How's it going, Captain? Captain on the bridge. So, I got the Voyager here, the 1,000 scale Voyager, and I put a plea out on the interwebs to see if anybody can help me as I try to get these lights installed. Just get some more light on my situation here. So here's where I'm at. I've got a nacelle, and I've got a red for the Bussard, and I've got a red for the what do you call it? The impulse engine. Let me just move this microphone right here. All right. So I got to put these noodly ones in for the chiller grills. I want to just get that right up in there. So this kind of has one bright side and another side that's not as bright. So we got the, it lights up all the way around, but the LEDs are facing one direction on it. So I just got to figure out which one's positive and which one's negative, because it doesn't really indicate on here. Okay, so it's the other way. Of course it is. Flip that. Okay, so there we go. So we got the bright side there. So I'm trying to debate on whether I have the bright side facing out or if I just have it kind of facing down and reflecting around. I think that's my best option. A bit of a problem is we got these things in the way here. I kind of don't want this right against the chiller grill, although it actually won't be. Let's see. Jeff says, that's cool. Been waiting for a new model to come in. Finished priming my 3900 3D printed Merlin Excalibur class. Still got to find some decals for her. Oh, cool. A Merlin Excalibur class. So what's the Excalibur class? Is that like the Bill Krause Excalibur? Or is that something else? Let's get this out of the way. Don't need any of this right now. We'll just put those to the side while we're dealing with just nacelles. Okay, so there's my top, there's my bottom. I should take a look at the clear parts and see, we'll see what kind of situation we got for that. How that's going to go in. Okay, so I think it's just these little nubbies right there. And the two chiller grills. Don't think there's that many. So that's pretty straightforward and standard. This part here, it's going to be like that. Oh, and then I got to look at how this is going to come out of here because we got this joint right here. So we probably won't be able to have the, I don't know how people usually do this one. Jeff says, yes, the Bill Krause Excalibur. Nice. Also for lighting Maybe see if you can make an armature for the lights to sit on. I don't need an armature for lights in here. It's pretty small and it's pretty thin. And this little guy is just going to kind of sit right in there like that. I got to get a couple wires onto it. So that one's going to be my positive. How am I going to remember that? I'm going to keep track of that somehow. It's not folded. So bend the negative one out of the side. I'll put this one straight. Get this out of here. I was trying to repair my other light because I have a limited number of these. And the other ones I have are way too long. And some of the ones I have are way too short. Because, of course, every model has a different size engine thing. So you almost have to get custom ones for every single one. Okay, so we'll turn this on, get this heating up here. Let's see if I can get this guy together. Some solder. Okay, so we're dealing with these two pieces. So yeah, if somebody knows how to do this, let me know. Because we do have all right, so it's like there's this hinge thing here. So then the other side, so I guess we got to kind of go around the side. That's going to click in there. There's nowhere to run the wire through. Sir Fix-A-Lot is here. Says good afternoon. How's it going, Sir Fix-A-Lot? If you can fix my problem here, it would be appreciated a lot. Where do you run the wires on this model? I don't understand, because we got this hinge piece that's got to go right there. So even if I have it so it doesn't move up and down, it's just locked in the up position or the down position, you still need this bar in here to hold it all together. I don't know how I would hold it together without that in there. I guess you could glue it along the seam right there and then just put these little knuckles in to fill it. Jeff says, I understand about the custom. I use railroad model LEDs for my kits when I light them. Sometimes I got to use extenders so the lights will be long enough. Yeah. I'm just starting to learn how to use like proper LEDs and stuff. I was just using pre-wired strings of little tiny fairy lights in all my models so far. Mostly, aside from the odd special one here and there, like this. Sir Fix-a-Lot says, great day, I brought you a hand. All right, thanks for the hand. Sick Jim is here with a couple hands. How's it going, Jim? He's got double hands up there. All right. This piece goes over top, and then this piece also has no space at all. I guess I'll have to separate the hinge into two parts. I think that's my only option. This piece will get glued into here permanently as two pieces. So it needs a gap. I think that's what I'll have to do. This needs a gap for the wires to get through. But then it'll have to be permanently glued into position on the bottom plate, I think. I think that'll work. Okay, we've got the Bernie tip heated up here. Just get that cleaned off a bit. We got flux on the target. Boom. Ben's here. Ben Genium, how's it going? Ahoy, buddy. Good to see you jumping in here tonight. Welcome to the show. I'm working on the Voyager, and I'm trying to wire up some lights for it. So we'll get there, and then I got another piece right here. I hope you're having a good day, my friend. So we'll flatten that. Get a little grease on the tip there. You gotta make sure you put a little grease on the tip. Just mate those up. Ding. Okay, bada bing. Oh, bada bwah bwah bwah. Fell off. You bloody bastard. There we go. Okay, we'll get this out of the way. Just pop that. These wires with the silicone sleeve, very, very easy to strip the end. It just pops off ever so nicely. All right, let's get some shrinky dinks on this. Keep it in place. Try and avoid destroying it. And I should have another little piece somewhere. Here's one. All right, let's make sure she still works. Contact. Alright, got the tiny lightsaber. So, I want to do... Oh, I should have determined which side was which. Let's put that back on one more time. Oh, come on. Okay, so we got the light side, the dark side. So we're going to put this right in here facing downwards so that it shines in and makes everything glow with a beautiful springtime glow. Where's me glue? There's me glue. There's me glue. Okay, and we also need a fiber optique thing right there. So these little filament lights I'm using, they have like a silicone coating on them, and it doesn't allow you to stick shit to it. So I put clear shrinky tube on there, and the clear shrinky tube really likes the glue. The glue likes that stuff, and it sticks very well. Just move this up out of the way for a second. Because I want to get that right into there. You know, stick in there now. Stick in there. That's your new home for permanent the rest of your existence. Even the rubber shrink tube is having a hard time sticking on there. Just need some on the tip. There we go. Oh, there we go. A little bit in there. Get some of my secret little weapon here. A little bit of sodium bicarbonate. Just lock it down in place. All right, turn that off so I can see. All right, there we go. Now we can put this guy back in. Just loops around the locator pin there. Those have 47 ohm resistors on the red lights. this. I'm hoping this is going to loop around. Hope I didn't. There we go. I hope I didn't squeeze out the space needed for the chiller grill. I think it's going to fit still. Yeah, no problem. That fits right in there. Gotta get this down a bit more. I'll try to get that to stick in there. Let's see, we've got a couple comments here. Spam. Good for the body. That's right. Hey, Ben. Joey playing with the Schwartz. So Sir Fixalot says, does that sodium bicarbonate react with some other glues? Actually, you know what? Actually? So I was doing, I did an experiment the other day with some glue and some paint because I wanted to make clear parts. And what I did was I used some of this Elmer's glue right here. I'll show you. So this is just plain clear Elmer's glue. So if you add a little bit to that, you don't even need that much, just a tiny amount. Add a little bit into there. So that's going to start to bubble up and get all foamy. Just kind of like expanding foam. And it gets thick. And then you can use it to fill gaps and stuff. And it dries really hard. And then if you use some of this kind, this is Tight Bond, it has an even more dramatic reaction. What it does with the CA glue is it just catalyzes and instantly cures it. But what it does with this stuff, it just kind of starts foaming. There we go, look at that. So I basically kind of made spray foam. So then you got this thick, kind of gooey substance, and you can, it's not going to dry right away. You can use that to fill gaps and cracks and glue stuff together. It's super strong. I think it's basically kind of what goes on with this. I don't know if you've ever used this stuff, but when you use it, it foams up and it bubbles up as it cures. And the bubbles cause like a stronger bond, right? Because they're all kind of intermingled and connected together, like geodesic domes. So the bubbles form a nice link, and they kind of link all the molecules together. That's why spray foam and styrofoam is so rigid, because it's filled with air bubbles. So that's a little thing that is a little thing that works. Yeah. Okay, so this has to come around. I should have made these wires longer. Gonna have to add a little bit onto there. I hate doing, but don't really have a choice. So let's get this guy out. Cover the glue up. It says cool like a paste then. Yeah, something like a paste. And then you can use it like, you know, the bubbles have gone down already, but now it's like really thick like a paste. I used it for filling windows on my Cardassian. I'll be right back. Somebody's at my door.
Is Mary here?
No, she's not.
Is she downstairs in the party room?
I think she's upstairs helping Cassandra. I think so. Hold on. Alrighty, just a little company. Jody's modeling glue putty. Yeah, it probably would get putty-like if you let it dry enough. But it's more like gel. Just makes this stuff much thicker. All right, so I'm gonna add a bit onto this. So we'll just hold it like that. And we'll hold these two. Just hold it down, keep it on lock. Get that out of the way. Get some wires here. Where's my little clippers? Get some wires. That wire. Red wire. Jeff says, wife has friend over. No, wife is helping our cousin, or her cousin, move into the apartment upstairs. And that was our cousin's friend looking for her. At least I hope it was a friend. I hope it wasn't an enemy looking for her. That would be terrible. Get a little flux on there. A little flux on here. Get our flux together. Let's get all fluxed up. There we go. Fluxy lady. I think I love you. Fluxy lady. All right, I have plenty of flux to give. Zip that down, zip it up, zip it down, zip it up. Just zip it already. Okay. Andrew is here. He says, how's the lighting going? Well, think I'm figuring it out, Andrew. I got a tip from Todd on resistors last night. Unfortunately, I didn't put enough wire on my little noodle here, so I had to add some to that, but that's okay. Get some of this stuff. Just cover those joints up. And how are you tonight, Andrew? What's the plan for your stream tonight? Are you going to be, are you still working on Aztec painting? Andrew Andrew says, I'm doing all right. Sir Fixlot says he was doing well until I started talking too much. Nah, you're fine. You're not talking too much. Says, good day to you also, Andrew. Andrew says he's doing all right. Well, that's cool. Good to hear. All right, so loop this around. Let's see if I can get it to stay down there. Let's just get another claw onto this guy right here. Andrew says, I'll be weeding the masks on the neck and laying down masks on the lower secondary hull. Anything more than that is gravy. All right. Well, I'm going to try to see if I can get at least the two nacelles wired up. So I have nothing constructed so far. This is my first component that I'm building here is the nacelle. I think I figured out a way. Did I just lose the thing? Because of the way this is made, you sort of have to have where did I put that? There's like a hinge that goes in here and it covers this area here, and there's no way to run the wires through. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to split the hinge into two pieces and cut a bit away, leave a gap, and then I'll glue it. I'll glue each piece because they clip into here. Like, I don't care if the nacelles go up and down, but I need to pick a position and have it locked in. But all this stuff right here has to go. This little wall has to go. And the little, there it is, the little hinge piece, which is right here. So that goes in like that. And then this goes in like this so that it can move up and down. And there's literally no space right there. So that's my plan. I'm going to take this and I'm going to cut enough space out of it, you know, half a centimeter, whatever, enough for 6 wires to get through. And then I'll glue these little nubs into place right there. And I think that's going to work. At least I'm hoping that that's going to work. But for now, let's get those guys in place. And we got this guy right here. Trent's here. Hey, Trent. How's it going tonight? Sir Fixlot says, I watch you here, and it always reminds me I'm out of heat shrink tubes. You know what? I'm never out of heat shrink tubes, but I'm always out of the little ones. I'm always out of the small ones, and then you come down to these, all these, which aren't very useful for much at all. I got a few of the clear ones left because I need the clear ones to shrink these filaments here, these noodle lights, so that I can glue them to stuff. Because otherwise you can't glue them to anything. Trent's saying hi to everybody. Charlemagne saying hi to everybody. And Jeff saying good working with the little 13900 baby starship and seeing if I can find some decals for it. Yeah, that must be real little. 3900, because these are like 2500. All right, this is like a 2500 scale, and it's pretty tiny. So a 3900 scale must be really, really little. I'm pretty sure this one, that comes with the Romulan ship is like 1,000 scale or something like that. But it's still pretty little anyways. Oh, there's no batteries in it. I had to take the batteries out for the Cardassian one. Yeah, I do need double A's. But I don't need them right now. Thank you. Thank you. Trent says that's tiny. Sir Fixlot says my favorite thing of watching here is Jody's extreme work desk organizations like mine. Yeah, it's not very organized. That's just, oh, thank you. Best wife ever. But we don't need them right now. Got all kinds of models out there and they're all full of batteries. My models is filled with batteries. All right. So I did have that glued in place, but it's popped out. So I'll use a little super glue, stick to dry hot glue. Let's find out. There, it'll stick to the LED very well, so that's going to be good enough. All right, let's get these wires peeled off. I think I'm getting that chat delay. They all just piled in at once. Jeff says, so here the question for everyone, aside from Enterprise, what everyone's favorite name for the Constitution class is. Mine's the Exeter. I don't know, probably the Enterprise, I guess, would be mine. Fixalot says, I like the Challenger. Andrew says, funny story, I gave you the adversary stat out of my stash as a bonus with the Voyager, since I thought you'd like the small ships and thought you might have fun with the Romulan ship. Wow. Thank you. That was out of your personal stash? That's awesome. I appreciate that. And I am going to have fun with the Romulan ship because I think I'm going to try your suggestion of making it vertical with the wings sideways. Problem with that, there is a difficulty that I have to work out. Because, here it is here. So the thing about this is that the bottom bit here and the top bit are not the same. So I don't want to put this vertical and have two different sides. I want the two sides to be the same. So I think my game plan for this is to take a similar action as I did with the Ferengi ship. Look at that, it's almost the same size as the picture. The picture is like the actual scale almost. So what I think I'm going to have to do is take the top bit and the bottom bit, cut them in half this way, and then have these two as the top and these two as the bottom. But you know what I mean, rearranged in a different way. We'll take this side and attach it to that, and we'll take this side and attach it to that. So we're going to cut this in half, mix them up, flip them, and then that way we can have it vertical and the sides will be symmetrical. We won't have two different sides. That's the only way I can think of. Anyways, if somebody has a better idea, please let me know. If someone has a possible easier suggestion than that, I'd love to know. Andrew says, and I've now had someone donate that exact same kit, shrink wrapped, back into my stash. Excellent. See? What goes around comes around. Kindness pays for itself. It's its own reward, but sometimes you get a reward. Fixlot says, I've watched all of Voyager before I ever knew how small it was. Yeah, it's not a very big very big ship, right? This is a 1000 scale model, and it's a little bit bigger, than the 1000 scale Enterprise or Reliant, something like that. So it's going to be a little bit larger than that, but it's not like a 1000 scale Enterprise D, right? Which would be huge, or a 1000 scale like that Romulan Warbird we're just looking at. If that was at 1000 scale, it would be massive, because that's a huge ship. It's even bigger than the D. At least that's how it looks on the show anyways. It looks far larger than the Galaxy class. Jeff says, it is small. The 2500 refit is a bigger model than the 3900 one. Yeah, that would be really little. That'd be fun, though. I like the challenge of making the tiny models. It's not easy. All right, so let's see. We've got red. Now I'm just going to temporarily put these together just to see if I actually did it. Oh, quiet up there, you kids. You crazy kids. Just kidding. So we're getting this building filled with family. That's Mary's cousin. My wife's cousin moving in upstairs. My wife's two brothers, who are twins, live directly below us. And her parents also live in the building. So we're all pretty close together. All right, let's see. Okay, so this one is not on. Why not? Why not? Did I get the wires backed up? Fail. Fail, fail, fail. Did I put a red wire where it's supposed to be a black wire? I hope that's what I did, because that's an easy fix. No. Oh, no, that's not the right one. Ah, all right. Okay, so that's an easy fix. That goes with the red ones. Get up there. And the red one goes with the black ones. And that's all right. There's nothing wrong with getting our colors mixed up together. So now I gotta keep track that the one with two reds is the red and the one with two blacks is the black. This guy in here. So some people were asking me what kind of mods I'm going to do on Voyager. Every model I've done so far has been rearranged in some way or another. But I can't think of anything to do to the Voyager to make it different. I think I'm just going to try to do this one the way it's supposed to look. Andrew, hey, Steve's here. Hey, Steve, how you doing? Says, good evening, Connie names. Congo is his favorite. There you go, Jeff. Steve likes the Congo. How's it going tonight, Steve? Nice to see you. Andrew says, I don't think I could live that close to the in-laws. Well, I'm pretty lucky. My in-laws are nice. I love them. They're sweet. Due to the StreamYard's chat delay, I might keep YouTube chat open on another screen. Yeah, that's what I had to do 2 weeks in a row. I had to do that on Donnie's stream just to read the comments because we're trying to play the photo guessing game. And people are trying to answer the question, answer the photo. And the chat takes 5 minutes and then it all comes in a big block, which I do not understand. Steve says, Romulan solution, get a second kit, then use 2 upper or 2 lower hulls. Yeah, ultimately, that would be the easiest way to go is to get a second kit, but I'm not able to do that. And then hold. See, I lost where I was because 20 comments just popped in all at once. Everyone's saying hi to our buddy Steve. Charlemagne says, you're going to have to parrot. Andrew, I could not live that close to the in-laws either. I don't mind. Andrew says, you could make it the Year of Hell version of Voyager or add the Borg add-ons from Journey's End. That'd be kind of cool. Add the Borg add-ons. I've seen a version of the Year of Hell Voyager done on YouTube, and there's no way I could ever even come close to getting it that cool, man. Like he's got little flickering LEDs inside, so it looks like there's fire in there. Blue ones that looks like it's flashing, and it looks like sparks reflecting off the wall. It's so cool. Is like really, really well done. Sir Fixlot says, I'm going to challenge myself taking 2 1701 Enterprise kits to make an original Constitution class 3 nacelle battle cruiser future project. No date. So Fixlot's going to make a dreadnought. Andrew says, I have a partly built Romulan that came in a group of kits I got off Facebook Marketplace. Yeah, you know what? I should get back on Facebook again. It'd be a good way to show pictures of what I've been doing. Stuff like that. Reconnect with some people I haven't spoken to in a while. He says, you mean the Federation class dreadnought? And he's like, yes, sirree, Bob. Okay, we got caught up. Let's get some work done. We got 3 boobity bing boom bang. We got all 3 lights working. Let's just bunch these up like this for now so I can sort of put that on to see if everything's gonna fit in there. Which doesn't look like we're gonna have too many problems. This will be out of the way, of course, and this will be out of the way. So I'm gonna have to cut a gap there. And get back here. My little hingy thing here. That's going to look pretty good. There's a little part here that we'll be able to see at the top corner, but I don't know. I'm not really going to sweat it too much. I'll just diffuse it a little extra, I think. Could have put my LED on the bottom of the... could have did that on the bottom part, I suppose. Then it wouldn't be like right behind there. But I think it's going to be okay. It looks kind of purple. I think I'll have to divide that. Didn't think it was going to be too much of a problem because this part here is so large. But it's still getting through just a little bit. Red, and then I open that, it turns purple. We got red. And we got purple. All right, so I know what I have to do. And I know how to do it. It's a little bit warm. That's okay. Okay, we'll turn off the soldering iron. Get the Omni out of the way. So first thing we're going to do is move these wires out of the way. Oh, Paco, give it a rest, bud. Come on, bud. Give it a rest, bud. There's nobody here, bud. It's just Mom leaving, bud. Steve says someone could gift you a second Romulan kit. Yeah, it's possible. But that would be super sweet. Jeff says, are you going to do the version with the front-facing shuttle bay and Mickey Mouse sensor dishes, or a variant where it has one dish and the rear shuttle bay? Of what? What are you talking about? Oh, I think he's asking Fix-a-Lot about the the Dreadnought sometimes has a front-facing shuttle bay, and sometimes, yeah, that's what he's asking. That comment's not for me. It's none of my business. What was I doing reading that? Jeez. Just shut up and make the nacelle. All right. So I'm going to get a file so that I'll get a nice square channel. Sort of channel. I'm going to channel my anger. Come here, you damn foils. Stupid giant fingers. All right. So I'm going to do this right in the middle, or as close as I can to the middle. The width of this file should be enough for all those wires to get through. And leaving the comment on the screen, as Andrew would say, a service I provide. Totally Scale Models is here, and he says, good evening. Good evening, Totally Scale Models. Welcome to my ship show on YouTube. I'm Jody LaForgery. How's it going? Charlemagne says, hey, Totally Models. Totally. How are you tonight? All right, so we're right into there. Let me just line this up. So Totally Scale says, I'm just about to start my 350 scale original series Enterprise. That's excellent. I have one of those too. Haven't started it yet because I just want to build my skills up a little more. I think that's going to be another one that I do that's not really modified. Like when I do the 350 original Enterprise, I think I'll just do my best to make it look the way it's supposed to look. You know what I mean? I might take some liberties with the pieces, because you got the options for 3 different versions. You got the pilot, you got the where no man has gone before version, and you got the series production version. And I like elements of all 3 versions, so that that would be the extent of any modifications I did to that model. Would be just to use different components. Okay, so we need to mark this off. Where's me marker? Where's me marker? Me marker. Me marker, where'd you go? Me marker. Aha! Found you. Totally Scale says, I've done the 350 refit and the Revel JJ prize. Oh, sweet. I like the JJ prize. I like the second version of it from the second movie or the third movie, whatever, when they did a refit of the JJ prize. I like that one. Jeff says, how much trouble refit gives you? I have heard it's a pig. That's what everybody says. But I don't know. I haven't done it. I don't have that one. I have the 537 scale Enterprise. The one with the weird texture on it that looks like wood grain. I'm going to do something fun with that. I'm not worried about the grainy texture because I'll probably be sanding it down smooth. And I probably won't be using the secondary hull, or at least not all of it. Totally Scale Models says I found it all right, no real issues. I used Devil's Metal and lighting. What's Devil's Metal? Qu'est-ce que c'est? Qu'est-ce que c'est Devil's Metal? I haven't really heard that before. Does not compute. Huh? What? Devil's Metal? I don't understand. All right. So, where's my little plate? I think I should mount these into this plate or this plate. I think this plate. Actually, I should probably mount them on the nacelle, because then that's got to be, yeah, I won't be able to put that on there after unless I do it one piece at a time. So I'll have to attach a half of it and then attach the other half of it, unless I affix this into here, but then I don't know what position it needs to be in. A real conundrum here. It's your damned if you do and you're damned if you don't situation. Devil's Metal is photo etch. Okay. I did, however, muck up my 650 Voyager, says Totally Scale Models. The lighting, so I bought a new kit to redo it. Okay. Well, I was given this one by Andrew from Canadian Starships for our Christmas Secret Santa. And I really think it's a cool kit so far. I like the slightly smaller scale of it. And what I have done is I've drilled out all the windows on this kit. And they're not perfectly square. I'm going to do my best to get in the corners with a tiny X-Acto tip blade and try to square the corners off a little bit. But I put like little... So to divide the windows, I just cut tiny little slivers of styrene. Instead of trying to cut 3 separate little squares or 2 separate little squares, that one looks like it needs a little patch. I'll just have to build that part up right there. But instead of trying to cut individual little squares, I cut the little styrene dividers and put them in there. It just gives it a nice clean look. It's not bad. No bad. And yeah, you can see this piece here too. Got all the windows drilled out. Still side ones. Like I said, I still got to go in with the tip of the tiny X-Acto knife there and clear them all out just a little bit, because there's just a little bit of shmoo in some of the holes. Some shmoo in some of the holes. Let's see, which version are you doing? He says I would ever, oh wait, I read that. So he's doing the TOS, I will do the production version. All right. So I won't be lighting up the sides of the nacelles with blue light like I've seen some people do. Yeah, that never really started until model kits, until people started making model kits, because you never saw that in the original series. There was no lights on the insides of the nacelle. It looks cool on the model. I think I'm gonna light mine. I think when I build it, I just like the way it looks. But when I did the tiny 2500 scale Enterprise in the little Nebula, I did have some of these noodle lights in the nacelles lighting them up. But then I broke one and I didn't have a replacement, so I ended up just taking it out and going the natural look and no lights. Let's look at it because it's so cute. Here it is. Here it is. It's so cute. 2500 scale Enterprise inside of a butter dish. Let's turn it on. There we go. Got some stars there. So my nebula is not bad. If I try that a couple more times, I might be able to get a better nebula there. I had to make my own clear parts for this because, of course, it doesn't have clear parts. So the dome, this dome, and this dome, and these 2 domes are made out of the baking soda and super glue method, where what I did is I put a drop of glue around the ridge, dip it in the powder, drop of glue, dip it in the powder, drop of glue, same here, just a ring, like I got it this way, right? You put a ring around the nacelle, dip it in, put a ring around, dip it in, put a ring, just keep building it up, just additive material. Basically, you're 3D printing it. You just keep building it up until it's big enough, and then I went around with a file and filed it down into like a little dome shape. There you go. So I got a bunch of other little 2500 scale models that I want to attempt to make into like little book nooks. I have an idea where you'll have this Enterprise, and then you'll have a refit Enterprise, and then you'll have like, you know, a wormhole or some kind of subspace temporal anomaly or whatever you could make in a similar way. In a similar way that I made the little nebula here, you could make like some kind of wormhole or portal or something like that. And it could look like, you know, maybe one of the Enterprises is like halfway through the little portal emerging through time. Something like that, getting displaced through time. Steve says, my 350 refit build went well. Favorite build so far? Boyd C had some, Boyd Crompton from Trekworks had some great tips on his channel. Rest in peace. Yeah, he built many of those, right? I watched lots of videos of his, and you'd always see a whole bunch of those in the background. Like, he must have built at least 50 or 100 of them. Jeff says he's got to take off. Go to a 4-year-old birthday party. Oh, my daughter's birthday was yesterday. She's 20. She turned 20. Well, have fun there, Jeff. Say happy birthday to whoever's birthday it is from Trek Mods. Steve Martin says, same. Boyd was Modeler's modeler. Wish I could have met him. Yeah, he seemed like a pretty knowledgeable guy. Seemed like a nice dude. What's great about Wonderfest, been able to meet a few of my heroes, the chief engineer included. Steve. You're making me blush. Fixlot says, Charlemagne, have a great night. Yeah, man. Have a great night, Jeff. We'll say our goodbye to Jeff here. All right. I wonder if there's a way that I can make that so it's not so freaking loud. Why is that one so loud compared to the rest of them?
Incoming transmission. Incoming transmission.
Yeah, those ones aren't that loud. Anyway, and Steve says happy birthday too. I'm going to say that that's for my kid. And I will tell her too. I'll say Steve Martin said happy birthday. All right, they're having a birthday party in the there's like a recreation room in the apartment building here, like a common room, and you can reserve it. So they're actually having it down there tonight. And by the time I'm done streaming and I'm ready to start watching Canadian Starships, they'll probably be heading upstairs. Totally Scale Model says, I met Lou Del Maso the other year at Telford. Hope to meet him again next month. And Spruverse next month. Yeah, I met both those guys at Wonderfest last year. And I was so nervous because I'm a fan of all those guys. And also Wayne Green was there from World of Wayne. And I went to say hi to Phil from Spruverse. And right to his face, I called him Wayne. And I felt so embarrassed and so stupid. I got confused by the names. And I was kind of fanning. You know what I mean? I was like, oh, my heroes are right there. These guys are like celebrities to me, right? Totally Scale says LOL. Yeah, LOL indeed. LOL indeed. Phil from Spruverse is such a nice guy. Such a friendly, gracious guy. So was Lou. Lou was hilarious. He was cracking me up. He's got a good sense of humor. He's a funny dude. Yeah, they were all really nice, and they really liked my models. I actually have a really cool photo of from the room at Wonderfest, where it's Lou Del Maso, Phil from Spruverse, Wayne Green, Keith from Cosmic Scale Models, and Ian from Pitstain, and they're all sitting around a table full of all the models. Like every model that I made so far, I brought to Wonderfest last year because they were all just little models. So I got a couple photos. I actually took screenshots from the live stream we did. I didn't have any photos. I stole some screenshots from the live stream, and it's just me giving them like a little private show and tell of my models and explaining what I did for the modifications and you know, my idea behind what I was doing. It was really fun. It was pretty cool. They seem to enjoy the models, and I hope those guys are there again this year, because we're driving down to Louisville again. That was my first time leaving my province. Pretty much. Never was out of Canada before. Never really left Ontario. Haven't been far in my life. My first trip I ever was to Wonderfest. And I had a good time. All right, so I got to decide what I'm doing here. I have to decide what I'm doing. I think my best bet is to put this in here, because then I don't have to worry about the angle. If I put it in here, then I have to set the angle, or will it still work? Because I've taken away a lot of the, I don't know if we can see it, but there's like a little raised, there, we can see it right there. There's like a little sort of a rib raised up in the middle of this, and that's the part that makes it click and stay into position. And I've cut most of that away. There's only a little bit on each side. If I put this in, this won't stay in here now. All right, so even if I got both pieces, let's get the one that doesn't have lights in it for now, just for the sake of workability here. Okay, so we got this and this like that. It's not going to want to stay like that. I think the mechanism will still work. So maybe I don't want to glue that there. So I think when I build it, I can just do this. Let's put this on. Deciding. So that'll be there. So we'll have to cut a whole square hole right in the middle of that as well. And then this is the top. So I'll still be able to put that in. And it's still gonna kind of work, but I don't trust that it's gonna stay there. Doesn't feel that tight, and it doesn't really feel like it's going to stay too well. Okay, well, we'll see what happens. It's not hard if at the end of the day I got to just soak some of that into it, hold it in its position where I want it to, where I want it to be, and then just put some of this, then that's what I'll do. I don't think that's going to be very difficult to do. So let's get that away. And let's lose those little pieces. Yes. Those are gone forever. Totally Scale Model says, I was a bit like that when I met Lou. Let me see. Let's see if I can. Do I even still have that on here? Probably not. Probably not. Ooh. Let me just check something out here. Will I be able to find it? Just looking at the some of the photos I took at Wonderfest. If I put the picture in with these, or if it's no, of course it's not in with those. Of course not. No, so that only exists on my smell phone. I wanted to show you guys the picture that I was talking about because it's cool and fun. And it made me feel like a special guy. I was a real special guy that night. That was so special. All right, let's get these over here. Like so. I hope these wires aren't too freaking big. Okay, so we got to get rid of this. We got to get rid of this little wall here, I think. Also, because that's going to prevent our wires from going through, because it looks like it's got a lip that meets up. It's like a step, and it sits right on top of this one. So this needs to go. Get rid of that. All right, so I'm just going to file it in this way. Start on an angle so it stays in track. And I'll just slowly flatten my file out. I don't want to mess my paint up, so I'm going to put this piece of tape inside here. Hopefully that helps keep my reflective tape or my reflective paint from getting filed away. And my light blocking layer. I want to be careful I don't file into this part of the pylon here. I'll have a big gross gap if I do. Well, hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon or evening, Ken. How's it going?
Oh, not too bad. You?
Not too bad at all. Welcome to the show.
Yeah. Sorry I didn't get here sooner. I was busy watching the news.
That's all right. I'm choosing not to look at it today.
Yeah, it's quite
I'll
the day.
find out what's going on tomorrow.
Yeah. So, working on new Voyager with no refits yet.
I don't have any ideas to do refits for this one, so I'm just going to try to do my best to actually do one that looks the way it's supposed to look. If I think of something on the way as I'm building it, I might do something, right? Like so I'm modifying this hinge right now so that I can get my wires through.
Sir Fix-a-Lot is taking off.
Well, Sir Fix-a-Lot, you have a great Saturday night, and thanks for tuning in and watching for a while. I really appreciate it. You have a great night. So yeah, this is all I could figure out to open this up to get my wires through. I don't know if you saw from the beginning what I was doing, but there's like there's a bar that goes through this for the hinge.
Oh, okay.
And the way this is designed is it overlaps and locks up. All right, so we got this lip piece right here.
Right.
That sits right on top of this like step piece right here. It's like a little platform. So when this goes together, there's literally no
way to light it, or no way to run wires through it.
Spaces. Yeah. There's absolutely no spaces. That's meant to be overlapping and locked right in place, right? And then there's the little hinge piece that goes like right through it.
Right.
And where did I put that? So here it is here. All right, so that goes right through like that.
Yeah.
And that's even more of a hindrance for your wire. So what I did was I cut this, well, just as you can see where I cut the gap right here, I did the same thing to this piece. I cut it in two, and I took out like a 0.5 centimeter piece of it so that I'll be able to run my wires through. And hopefully I get enough room for 6 wires to make it through. I've only got the 3 lights in each piece. Oh, actually, I'm gonna need my marker light right there, but that's okay because the wires for that are these, and they're so minute that it's not really make a difference.
It's slightly bigger than a hair.
Yeah, it's like a thread size. So those won't have any problems going through there. It's just these guys here. And you know what? If I would have thought ahead, I could have even grabbed a bunch of this and just used those instead. But I think I'll be able to fit everything through here.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember who it was. I've seen someone else do this sort of thing before.
Well,
but I can't think of who it was.
I should have went back and watched, because I've watched a couple of build series.
Yeah.
Build series. Oh my God. I can't believe I just said that.
That's functional English. It still gets the point across. We know what you mean.
I've watched a few build series with the Voyager, and I should go back and watch at the beginning or whichever part where they're making the nacelles to see how they get the wires through. But of course I don't do that, and I don't remember what I've watched.
I think they're doing they did the same thing you're doing right now.
Yeah, well, I couldn't think of any other way to do it, so I'm imagining that's probably what they did. Yeah. So we'll get this guy, bend that into there. I should put some shrinky on this just so I don't think anything else is going to touch it, but
like, I want to say one of the ones I watched after it was all put together good evening, Andrew. Andrew says good evening to me. I think
Hey,
I'm
he's
trying to remember
back.
who it was. They had an issue with adjusting the nacelle angle afterwards. You know how it goes up and down depending if they're in warp or not.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna set them and forget them. I'm gonna like put them in the position I want, probably the up position.
Right. Well, if you're going to have the
Because
nacelles lit, like if
yeah, the
they're in
nacelles are
warp,
gonna be
then
lit.
they would be up. Yeah.
Yeah, so might as well have them up. Now, I don't know how much space. Like, is there a space in between there?
Like I think the ensign's chair did this build. I think he might be the one who had the issue moving the nacelles.
Andrew says I want to work out how to motorize the nacelles. Yeah, that would be on a large one like that. You should be able to do it. Oh, the 657 scale? Oh, I don't know. That's not really that huge, right? That's just the step up larger from this one. Okay, so I think there's going to be enough space inside here for the wires to go across. That looks like it's going to be thick enough. I just wanted to make sure that these two faces weren't contacting each other.
Right.
Because sometimes that happens, but it looks like there's going to be a gap. So see, I got to stuff this up in here because I got shrink tube on it.
Yeah, makes it a little too thick.
Yeah. Well, I didn't put a long enough wire on my light, so I had to add a piece of wire. And that's what I ended up with.
That happens.
Yeah, but I think I can just kind of get it out of the way. Let me see what I can do. I'm going to put a little spot of glue right here.
Andrew says 30 gauge is your friend.
30 gauge wire.
That would be super thin.
Yeah, I don't know what this wire is. Let me see. 28 AWG.
Yep, so it'd be your 28 gauge.
28 gauge. So 30 gauge is even smaller?
Yep. The higher the number, the smaller the gauge, or the smaller the diameter.
So this is the second smallest wire. That's it? Well, what would this one be then? Because that's like way smaller.
It could be like a 32 maybe, or
yeah. That's tiny.
Again,
tiny.
I'm not an expert on wiring.
Yeah.
I'm kind of new to it myself.
Uh-huh. So I'm going to try to bend this up like that. And then S it around to just take up some of the... the smart thing to do would be to cut the wire right here and have my shrink tubes in there, wouldn't it?
It wouldn't hurt.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do.
Or to resolder your light strip.
No. We're not going to do that.
Andrew says
we're not doing that.
Andrew says, could you stash the shrink tube section inside the nacelle? Yeah.
I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to shorten this, and I'm going to make the connection right here so that it's hidden inside the nacelle. Exactly.
Total Scale Models asks if you could recommend some any other sci-fi builders. I would say
Absolutely.
Canadian Starships, who you see talking right next to you. He'll be on next. Oh, Andrew's like, don't cut it. And then it's too late.
Why?
He said just stash the shrink tube there.
Oh,
Instead of-
no, there wasn't enough room to do that. I'm going to relocate the joint so it's there.
Okay, so you just subbed to Andrew, Canadian Starships.
Awesome.
Let's see who else.
you
Jordan,
look
Aligning
at
the
my-
Stars.
If you look at my channel page, there's going to be a list of everybody that's in the HTM, the Hobby Time Modelers group.
Yeah. I would recommend the Ensign's Chair. Will over at the Ensign's Chair does some really good work.
Yeah.
Lou Dalmaso is really
He
good.
knows Lou already. He said he met Lou at Telford a couple years ago.
Okay. You're right though. There are so many.
There's
Yep.
tons of excellent model builders out there.
Yeah. Andrew says Captain's Dry Dock is another good one.
I'm
there's
not
so many.
sure if I'm familiar with that one.
Who else? Let me open my YouTube on my phone and see who I've got subscribed
Cosmic
to.
Quest Hobbies. Cosmic Quest Hobbies is a good one.
Yeah. All right.
That would be this one.
Yeah.
So this guy here, Russ at Cosmic Quest Hobbies, he does pretty much completely scratch-built models. And he even has his own little narrative of a universe with a storyline and everything, which is pretty cool. And he's got like a sort of like a fleet of ships going on. He's got some alien ships and some human ships. And yeah, his idea is sort of, you can see one. So this is the one that he had at Wonderfest. This is the, what is this one? The Andromeda, I think.
No, it's got it right
the
there.
Pathfinder. There, it says right on the
Yes,
front.
right there on the front. Yep.
No, they're at the Andromeda Galaxy, is what it is.
Right.
They're exploring the Andromeda Galaxy.
Another one I would recommend is RT Hobbyworks.
Yeah, I watched that one a lot. That's great.
Spelled like RT, and then Hobbyworks is HOBIWERKS. He's good.
Work it.
Who else? Epic Models.
Don't forget Trek Mods.
Yeah.
Ken's Hobby Bench. You didn't even say Ken's Hobby Bench, Ken.
I'm not that like, yeah, I've lately have been building sci-fi, but I'm more into like armor and stuff like that.
Yeah, but it's still a good source to learn techniques. Ken doesn't like to toot his own horn, but he's a very good master model maker. He's super good at painting and always learn stuff when I'm asking Ken.
I'm just lucky.
I always learn stuff when I watch his videos. So this guy right here, oh, your logo is not on the screen.
Oh, well, it's not. You're right. What if I do this? Nope, that doesn't do it. How about that? Nope, that doesn't do it. I don't know. Oop. Nope. There we go. Put you back. Yeah, no, that's fine.
I don't know. Maybe there's a way to show your logo as an avatar.
Well, here I can.
That doesn't do it, eh?
I'll just open your stream here in YouTube here, and I'll just comment. How does that sound? In YouTube here, and
where'd my screen go?
I'll just comment. How does that? Oh, I think you were there.
There we go.
Yeah,
we're back.
Okay. All right, I'm just gonna say hello.
See, I like Andrew's point here. Epic builds a little too quickly for his own good. Yes, I like his ideas and I like the models that he builds, but yeah, I think he rushes it, a lot of it, and the little fit and finish, the fine details are not up to the standards I would like to be at. I'm not saying I'm better in it by any means, but the standards that I'd like to get to are, I want smooth finishes and nice paint jobs. And I was so unhappy with like 2 spots on that Cardassian ship, literally 2 tiny spots where the decals got wrinkled up, and it's just driving me crazy. All in all, it looks pretty decent. Like, it's not bad, but there's some spots where you see the Aztec decals, and like, let me see, where is that on the corner? Like right here. You can see how ugly that corner is because the decal wrinkled up and I couldn't get it unfolded and unstuck.
Yeah.
And then it's like, see how sloppy my windows are because I forgot to take the time to like sand the surface flat this way after I had done all the windows.
Right.
So it's still got the little ridges, you know what I mean? Like little, almost like crater rims sticking up out of there. So you totally can't see it from here. It looks fantastic.
Yeah. Just to answer total
Like,
scale model, it's
like that, but
it's Epic Models, and his name is also Ken. Sorry, go on.
I'm not hearing you well, Ken. Every second or third word is cutting out.
Oh, interesting.
Is my audio coming through okay for you?
Yeah, your audio sounds perfectly fine. I make sure I don't have anything near my microphone. I don't.
I'm sorry. All I got there was microphone. I don't.
Oh, am I breaking up for everyone else too?
I don't know, but for me, I'm not getting much.
Okay, let me know, people. Okay, he said, got it. Thanks. I'm going to back out and come back in.
I wonder if it's my Bluetooth earpiece. Could be possible.
Oh, could be. Yeah. Total Scale says he can hear me fine. Another sci-fi model builder I'd highly recommend would be Landon Montgomery.
Yes, Landon's excellent.
Yep. Also known as Vintage Modeler.
Yeah, Landon Montgomery, the Vintage Modeler.
Yep.
He makes really nice models.
He does. Yep. It seems like a super nice guy.
Yeah, he puts major effort.
Yes.
Like, he puts the maximum effort possible.
And he plays in a band.
Oh, does he?
Yeah. His music for his channel is done by his band that he's in with him and his brother and stuff. Yeah. Brother or brothers.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, good for them.
I know. I think he plays the drums and stuff.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, he seems like a very nice young man.
It's either that or his brother plays the drums. Either or, I can't remember. But yeah, I know he's in the band. Oh yeah, there you go. See, like I just made the Model C view. Yeah, exactly. I'm looking at his channel right now. Who else do I have in my? Of course, like I said, the Ensign's chair, working on his Marshall Models Enterprise B. Who else we got here? Who's this? Nope, that's not modeling.
Well, he knows about Sprueverse.
Yeah, I just came over to Sprueverse right now. Who else we got here?
You can check out Donnie Daughtry. Donnie doesn't make a whole lot of videos, but he live streams every Monday.
Yes, he does.
Working on. He's doing a really, really awesome version of the Orville 350 scale Orville model. He's been working on.
Let's see here. There's also Sean's model builds.
Yeah, I watched one of his. Last night.
Yep. And it's Sean spelled SEAN '*S model bench or no model builds. So he's good. Who else? Who else is my list? Interstellar Modeler.
Yeah, that's another good one.
Steve Martin's here. He says, yeah, doing builds commercially sacrifice some of the quality, I think. It does. I
think so.
It can if you try to do them too quickly. Yeah. Interstellar Modeler is really good. Yeah. And to promote another Canadian would be Jason's Space Doc is good.
Yeah.
He does good work, and he does a lot of good episodes where he's just talking about a certain technique or piece of equipment or that sort of thing.
Yeah, he does like some semi-educational videos.
Yeah.
I've seen one where he's just interviewing I forget who it was, but he was interviewing someone that's in the sci-fi industry in Hollywood. He had like an interview, a sit-down talk with somebody. That was pretty interesting. I guess not interesting enough for me to remember who it was.
Yeah. Have you mentioned the sci-fi model guy?
You know what? I have not seen or
Sean?
heard anything from him. Yeah, like we were communicating regularly.
He interviewed you.
He interviewed me. We were talking through email. I don't know, maybe after the interview he decided he didn't like me because I haven't heard a thing from him since then, and I haven't got any like I should be getting notifications when he puts out a video. Maybe that's not on, or maybe he hasn't put out a video. I should check. Like, I hope he's well. I hope everything's good with him.
Andrew says Jason Spacedock and I worked together at the same grocery store when we were in high school.
Yes, that's right. Andrew had mentioned that before. That sounds pretty cool.
That is cool.
He seems like a pretty cool guy. He's makes good models anyway. He's knowledgeable about the process. He does a lot of Star Wars.
Yeah. If you're just interested in sci-fi stuff that's not necessarily model building completely, there's also Mr. Trek. He's building a 1/100th scale TOS Enterprise and a 1/25th scale TOS Enterprise.
Yeah, so the 100 scale is the sort of design phase of it.
Yep.
And then he's going to use that as a template to build a 1/25th scale Enterprise that's going to be like something like 47 feet long or something like that.
Yeah, crazy. Who else I got here?
Doesn't look like
somebody
all my
named Daryl. Daryl, I don't see anything new by Daryl. 10 months ago, working on Enterprise C. What else you got? Yeah, about 10 months ago, working on Enterprise C. Oh, and then one day ago, he released a video. The Trojan horse in your workshop. Interesting.
Okay, so now I've reached a point of dilemma here. I can't close this up because do I think I need to paint this blue? My light's blue. I don't need to paint this blue. But I should diffuse the back of it. I don't need to paint this red.
Total says he hasn't put up a model for 5 months.
Yeah, I've been a couple weeks for me. But if you've had videos before, after the stream, I'm gonna go check out your channel and.
I think he was talking about the sci-fi model guy.
Oh, he hasn't. Oh, he hasn't put up a video for 5 months. Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any notifications.
Let's see here. Andrew said, I just tried uploading some music onto StreamYard and there was some sort of error with it. So I left the studio to go back in. Now I can't get anything into StreamYard.
Yeah, StreamYard's been really acting up lately.
Yeah. Total is asking what is the Flexi LED you're using? Filament LEDs?
Yeah, it's like a filament.
You can either get them flexible like that, or you can get them solid where they don't bend at all. If you try to bend them, they'll just snap.
Yeah, I like the flexible ones.
Yeah,
I got some really long ones here. So these are going to be the ones for my phasers firing out of the Enterprise. These are blue ones.
Nice.
So this kind here, there's one kind that has both contacts on one end with like a little fork. I don't recommend those ones. That's what I'm using here. And they're These ones kind of have a diffused coating for one thing. These ones don't. They're perfectly clear, so the light looks different. And these ones just seem a little bit more resilient. And the way that the contacts are at the ends is like a flat, nice stainless steel piece of metal. These other ones have like a thin foil, basically, of copper, like a really thin copper foil. So I actually have to try to get in here. I was trying to do it last night, but I wasn't able to solder it because I think I have to scrape away a bit more of the silicone coating. See how I kind of cut halfway through it there? And I'm trying to expose the copper contact there because I need to solder this and get this one working for my other nacelle.
Right.
Because the other one I had in there, I guess, was too damaged and some of the lights weren't working. So I cut it off because this was like a broken one. It was one of those really, really long ones.
Yep.
But I figured out if I'm very careful and precise, I can resolder this. I can get wires onto this, but I just got to get rid of I almost had it last night. One of them was stuck, and then when I soldered the other one, I had to hold it for so long, I think because the silicone is there, so it was preventing it from sticking. It heated the other side, and it fell off. So I think I got to just try to scrape a little more of that silicone away, and I should be able to repair that, solder it back into place.
Yeah, they're called filament LEDs.
Yeah, I wonder if I'm getting some kind of Bluetooth interference. That's just maybe my headphones.
Could be. I'm gonna name off another YouTuber. The sci-fi stuff. This is the All Scale Trek channel.
Yeah, All Scale Trek Reviews.
Yep, he's good.
Yeah, he really goes over the model in great detail before like he builds it. Like
Yeah.
he'll do an unboxing video of every new model pretty much. And he really gives you all the specs and the pros and cons of the model. I like watching that guy. He's very informative. All right, so I got to try to hold this with my tweezers. And I got to try to defuse this little panel here. I'm just going to go with the display thing.
I'll also recommend SDM Productions.
Yeah. I want to avoid having to paint this red because if I have to paint this red, then I can't put it together right now.
Well, you're 10 to the hour right now.
Yeah. Andrew's on at 9.
Okay. Hey, look who's here. Ricardo says hi.
Hey, Shark.
Saturday, everyone.
How you doing, Ricardo? Thanks for coming. Thanks for joining.
Another good YouTube model maker. Total, if you haven't seen him, he's passed away since, was TrekWorks. He's passed away about almost 2 years ago now.
Yeah.
So, his name was Boyd.
Mr. Crompton.
Amazing work. Yeah, Boyd Crompton. Amazing work.
Straight out of Crompton.
Yeah. Who else? Who else do I have on here? So many. So many
modelers and not enough time to watch every single video on YouTube.
Oh yeah. Like I've got so many other ones that are on my list here that are non-sci-fi model builders.
Yeah, like I'd have to go into my list of subscriptions and
yeah, that's kind of what I was doing too.
Scroll. Yeah, that's what I figured.
And there's probably some in there that I missed, and There's probably some that I haven't subscribed to yet that I should. I don't know why I haven't.
Yeah, I try to, like, if I find a video and I'm watching it and I'm enjoying it within the first 5 minutes,
Yeah.
I'll generally subscribe to the person.
Yeah, I should probably do the
And-
same thing because it's not like it doesn't cost you anything.
And whenever I get a notice that I got a new subscriber, I'll go look at them.
Yeah.
And if they make videos, like if they don't make any videos, then I don't really bother too much. But if they do make videos, then I'll subscribe to them too, just to, return the favor and say hi back and see what they're up to. Could always learn something from almost anyone.
So with total subscribing to my channel, then that puts me at 399 subscribers.
Hey, awesome.
Nice.
I'll have to check mine. Last time I looked, it was 631.
Ooh, nice.
That was a couple weeks ago, or I think last week. But I haven't really. I usually get a notification when I get a new subscriber. I haven't got too many of those. But like I said, I haven't been putting out enough video content. I've been doing a lot of these live streams and focusing all my energy on that.
Well, I wanted
see
to.
what I can do to this one.
I wanted to do a little bit more content here. I did some the other day, but yesterday I was feeling a little under the weather, and today really bad. I've been like dizzy all day with medication. Yeah, medication changes. So like just
okay,
like,
so you're
dizzy all
adjusting.
day. Yeah, that's all I've been doing. Like just laying in bed right now, I feel dizzy.
Really?
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Well, I hope that's not serious. Like, I hope that ceases pretty soon.
I hope so too. I hope so too. Total says I've been making bids on and off a few years now. This year I started trying to get one bid out a week. Nice. They just finished the Airfix Artemis rocket. Cool.
Yeah, I was getting a video out once a week there for a while. But I think one of the problems I'm having right now is the project I started, I got stumped on and kind of stalled out because I'm debating whether or not I want to rip these things off and start over. Right? So I added these. I used the plastic wine champagne flutes there, and I made these like sort of shoulder bits. But now Mary got me a whole bunch of really big sheets of plastic styrene from where she works. It's like they're advertising posters, and they have a print. You just peel the print off, and you got, styrene sheets like this, but 2 feet by 3 feet. And she got me 10 of them. So now I have lots. And the reason I didn't try to make these, like I was going to try to make these cones from scratch, but I didn't want to waste all my plastic practicing because it should look, let me see if I can find it. Get over here. I'd like it to look a little closer to this one. So this one's kind of more, it's almost square, right? If I put it to you this way.
Yep.
You see, it's almost square. It's like, I've been calling it shoulder pads. It's like little shoulder pads. And
the big fashion from the 80s.
Yeah. And it's also lower than what I have in the middle there. And with this one, well, it's actually kind of the right height, but it's not really the right profile. It's too round and it's too narrow, and I'm not happy with that. So I think I'm gonna tear this out, but I haven't done it yet because I still want to work out how I'm gonna make this shape. Like when I did this one, this whole thing right here is one piece, this U-shaped piece. So the top part here right up until this end piece right here, right? So that's one solid chunk that wraps around this other one. And then the bottom of it is another separate piece that I made. So I'd ultimately like to try to get it like that, one sort of U-shaped piece that goes all the way around this. But I don't know if I'm gonna be able to. So once I figure that out, I'll get working on that a little more this week.
Well, I have to say, I just subscribed to your channel there totally, and I'm looking back at your videos there. I may have seen, because you got some stuff that I'm, also like building, like some of the Airfix, the F-35 build there, the Andy's Hobby Headquarters.
I'm sure
M4
if he's been making videos for a couple years, I'm sure we've seen at least some of them.
Oh yeah, I'm looking back at,
because that's almost the only thing I watch on YouTube is like when I'm by myself. I just watch the model building stuff, trying to learn, to see new ships and stuff like that, right? See what people are doing. And I haven't found too many, like the only other person really that's doing mods like similar to the way I do it is that Epic Models guy. Like he does a lot of scratch building and redesigning the models, and he's making refits and alternate versions of stuff all the time. I haven't really seen a lot of other people that, like, there's a lot of people that'll do a scratch build and build the whole, like Russ, right, from Cosmic Quest Hobbies. He'll build his entire model from scratch, just strictly from his imagination. But I'm taking kits and scratch building parts for the kits, right? I'm adding add-ons that I'm making by hand, which is a little bit different. There's not a lot of builders I've seen that are doing it that way. And I'm not just adding mods to make the model more detail accurate or screen accurate. I'm like rearranging the whole structure of most of the ships.
I'm just going back to totals, like whole build library here for years. Like I'm back at 7 years worth already. 7
years, awesome.
Yeah, he's got like Star Wars back then, like an AT-AT by Rebel.
I'll definitely take a look and subscribe.
Oh, for sure.
I don't recognize the logo, but that doesn't mean I haven't seen a video or two, like, a few months back. I don't always look at the logo.
Video from 8 years ago on the Polar Lights Star Trek USS Enterprise 1701 refit, the 1/350 scale.
Excellent.
So
he was saying earlier that he didn't have too many problems with that one.
Some people complain
about the difficulty about it, but he said it wasn't too bad for him.
I think it's based on your skill level, I think.
Your patience. And I could see maybe some of the kits being worse.
Yeah, over time, especially.
They could be warped and maybe some of the later pressings being a little bit worse and less detailed.
He says, I just changed the logo in November as a channel relaunch. Okay. So that might have been it too. Looks like we got some parts builds in here. Nice.
All right. So what do we recommend for the for this here? Could I stick this in with Tamiya extra thin?
What is it?
The little clear piece here.
They come with the kit? Yeah, you could use Tamiya extra thin. I
can use Tamiya extra thin. All right. I'm Gunta. But I gotta clip off the little anchor thing for it because my glue is in the way. Glue's in the way. Glue's in the way. Oh, that went flying. Went to grab it with my tweezers and it just went. It just totally went.
I heard that.
Yeah, I got some Star Trek sounds in my
Incoming transmission.
Okay, yeah. Total says not to use the to me extra thin unless you want it to glaze over. Yeah, just don't brush it all over the part. Just put the to me extra thin on the opaque part of the model first, and then just lay the clear part in place, and you should be fine.
Oh yeah, so if I just drop it in there a little bit first,
or put it on the lip, the edge of the lip, if
so not
the,
put part in, not put this in, and then just let it do its capillary thing.
No, I would put it on the edge of where it's going to sit, and then you can then you can lay it into place.
Okay, so
or you could capillary action. Like the thing is, if you get it all over the place, it can cause the thing to like almost fog up, almost like super glue would do.
Well, I've already I've sanded it, so it's diffused.
Oh, then you're fine.
I want it to be foggy.
Okay, then you're fine. Just you can just lay it in place and just put a little tap of to me extra thin, and you should be fine.
Okay, yeah, I'm not worried about it going foggy because I just sanded it all down
to diffuse it. Yeah, don't go crazy with the glue. Just tap it in there, and you should be just fine.
Yeah,
you got to be really careful when you're using it around like cockpits for aircraft, stuff like that. For that kind of stuff, you're always better off using like a white glue.
Actually, I don't think I need to even glue it at all. It
snaps into place.
Yeah.
Well, there you go then. No, that's perfect.
It's in there pretty tightly. It's not bad. Let's try the other one. I got more room on this one. The little locky thing will actually lock in place on this one. I don't think I have to cut it off.
Total is taken off. He says, catch you guys later. All right, Total.
Well,
take care. Thanks for
thank you for watching, buddy. Yeah, Steve's right. Adam Savage has excellent modeling info as well.
He does.
I like watching that guy. Yeah, that seems pretty good. I'm going to put a drop just in case it gets banged and knocked out of place.
Yeah, he says it's 1 a.m. there.
Oh, it's 1 a.m. He's in the UK.
He is, yes.
Well, thanks for tuning in and checking out Trek Mods. I really appreciate that. I'll be checking out your channel after my stream. Well, after Andrew's stream. I don't think I'll be doing a second stream tonight because we're going to have a bunch of kids in here. Just give me 1 second. Someone's at the door.
Hi.
Hello. Hi. I don't think so. I thought she was with you.
She was.
Hold on. Well, she might be here. I just don't know if she is or not. No, she's not here.
Don't worry, we'll find her. Thanks, Jode.
All right.
See you.
All righty. That's the thing about having family around. Mary's cousin looking for her.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know if Mary's here or not until I go into the bedroom and check.
Oh, and Steve, I just wanted to say this one's for you.
Check my pants. You're kidding. You can ship your pants right here. You hear that? I can ship my pants for free.
Wow, I just may ship my
Really?
pants.
Yeah, ship your pants.
I could. Nice. I'm gonna ship everything.
I can ship the bed.
I just shipped the bed. That's my favorite one. He's like in the back of a truck and he's in the bed. I
Yep.
just shipped the bed. All right, so I'm gonna do the same thing for my chiller, my chiller griller. Le grillé de chile là. Just a little drippy drop right there.
Steve's like, thank you, because he loves that one apparently.
The droppy drip right there. I wonder if that commercial played in the U.S. or was
That was
just
that was a U.S. commercial.
Oh, it was. I thought
Yeah.
it was. I thought it was a Zellers commercial or something.
No, it was Kmart.
Kmart. Oh,
Yeah, it came out after we
Kmart.
no longer had Kmart in Canada.
Ship your pants right here. You can ship your pants for free. You can ship your pants. I ship my pants right now.
Yeah, he says it's his favorite.
Okay, so this is weird. I don't want to. I gotta kind of hold this upside down almost.
So am I still cutting out for you at all or no?
No, it seems fine.
All right. Well, that's good.
I have both of my ear things in. I usually only have one. I don't know if it was some kind of Bluetooth interference, maybe from something else. Because a lot of, like, if I go far away from my computer, my earpiece will cut out. Like if I go down the hall to the bathroom or something, I can't hear you guys anymore. And with the two of them, I can only have. I just took one out, but like say sometimes Mary will be here with me and she's listening along with the stream, so she'll take one of these. But if she walks away, if only one of them goes away, then mine starts acting up too. Mine starts cutting out. But like that's what it sounded exactly like. But the both things are right here. Nobody took one away, so that's why I couldn't figure out what was going on. What indeed was going on? Okay, now the other side. This one. So now we got to try to get these wires in the right location. Am I going to have enough room? Are they all going to fit? Will we save the day?
Thanks, Jody. Now I have the song Saving the Day playing through my head from the Ghostbusters.
Saving the Day from the Ghostbusters?
Yeah, Saving the Day is the name of the song. It featured in the Ghostbusters movie.
Oh, I don't remember songs from movies. Of course, I have to watch a movie more than once, I guess, right?
It usually helps.
I've seen the Ghostbusters like probably twice.
But probably not recently.
No, fairly recently. I think I watched Ghostbusters about 35 years ago, maybe 30.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
So you can't remember that
on
song?
like VHS tape and you could rent it at the store.
Right. Like the grocery store?
Oh, see, here we go again. I'm losing you again.
Losing me again, are you?
Are you saying words? I cannot hear.
Do you want me to say words? I'm saying words right now.
Your microphone. Little green
Wah.
dots lighting up, but I don't hear you well.
Well, I'm talking.
Let me get the other thing out here again. See if that makes a difference. I usually don't have to use two. Hello, hello.
Hello.
Hello. No.
I guess you are not prepared.
I guess I'm not prepared. I don't know. Now it seems okay again.
Well, that's odd. That's very odd.
It must be my internet.
Oh, darn internet.
Darn internets. So, got a bit of a sandwich here.
A wire sandwich does not sound tasty.
Wire sandwich. Depends who you are. Some people might like a wire sandwich.
No one I usually, speak with.
No one I usually. Oh, we're losing you again. Losing you again, Mr. Ken.
Guess what? I got a fever. And the
I'm not sure if it is the headphones, man. You could hear him clear as day, so it's.
Wasn't cutting out the last time he said it. I'll go get my headphones for you.
All right.
Well, I could just stop hanging out with you. Just chat in the chat like everybody else.
I don't want you to do that. I think it's my headphones. But why though? What's causing so much Bluetooth interference?
And hi, Mary. It's nice to know that Mary was watching from somewhere else in the building.
She actually just came in and she went in the bedroom for something.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
She might have been watching from wherever she was too. If she was at her brother's, they're probably watching.
Just upstairs.
Cassandra just came here looking for you, and I went in the bedroom and you weren't
Mom
there.
and Dad's to get the cot for the kids.
Okay.
I talked to her.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Sorry. I'm like Houdini tonight.
Yeah, all over the place. This seems tight.
That's what she said. No, wait. That's what he said. No, wait. I don't know.
I think it's this bit right here. I gotta get that up out of the way.
All right. Tight. All right.
Do all of them have to be on separate wires, or can you join all the wires, some of the positive and negatives together?
Well, I will once they're out of here. They'll be linked.
Right.
Like I could have in here, I suppose, and then just have two wires coming out. I suppose I could put the red ones each have their own resistor.
Oh, okay.
So if
they've got their own resistor, then and they're being split, that should be fine.
Yeah.
They should be able to go together.
Okay, so I could probably put these two guys.
And then you have fewer wires coming out. Trent's here. He says, "Hi, Ken."
Hey, Trent.
You say hi to Jody as well, or was he here before me? He could have been here long before I got here.
Yeah, he was here almost from the beginning. Actually, I think I can make it. I think it's just because this resistor was up on the surface here.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna put a bit of glue in here to try to keep it down there. I think that's the only problem I had was that was up there and it wasn't letting. Because the wires are coming out of the hole, no problem. It's that this wouldn't fully close down.
Right.
I think it's because that was sitting up on yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of up on the surface there. So yeah, I think we're good. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's
perfect.
Good. That's gonna work. Okay, so I'm gonna close it up. Oh, maybe I'll turn it on first.
Let's find out.
Let's turn it on first before I close it up, eh? Probably be a good idea. I'm just gonna piece of tape here. I don't know why that one is so loud compared to the rest.
Yeah, and it was loud.
Yeah.
Let me try this one. That's not bad.
You would think the photon torpedo would be really loud. Oh yeah.
Well, that's a long version one.
I used that one right at the beginning. I wasn't on. I let my intro play, and then my screen was just black, and I played that sound, and then I added myself to the stage.
Nice.
It beamed in. Okay, so I just remembered that this first red bulb, I accidentally reversed the wires, so I think the black one's red and the red one's black. Let me just clarify that before I start putting it together. Yes.
Yep, that'd be the case.
Okay, so now I got to make sure that I put this black one to this red one, which is... So I got my resistor for this one sitting in the little trench there. I ran it up this way and then back out. So this is my red wire.
This is my red wire. Oh,
This is your red wire.
I was thinking more like this is my boomstick.
Oh, this is my boomstick. I was thinking like this is your life. This is your red wire.
Or this is CNN.
This is CNN and a red wire. Bah, bah, bah. And then another. Bah, 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 bah. Okay, red on red and black on black and black and red on red and black. Yes, makes perfect sense. Let's get rid of that hexes. Just a little hexes there. Yes, a little hexes. Send it to Texas because it's a hexes. Make it live with the hexes.
Is that where all your hexes live? In Texas?
All of my hexes live in Texas. Yes. All my messages are texts. Okay, I got that wrong. What have I done? What have I done? This one goes to these two. Yes, these two. I immediately forgot that the wires were mixed up and put them to their proper colors.
Oh, Jody.
Oh, Jody Wan. Jody Wan Cronoby.
That sounds more like the Jordan way.
Now my blue one's not. What did I do? What did I do? Oh yeah, no. Okay, so I gotta take them all apart here and start over.
That one goes there. That one goes there.
Okay. Okay, so that's black, that's red. And this is black. And this is red. Okay. So these ones go together. Now I'm just twisting them together for the. See, if I would have soldered that right away,
You would be unsoldering it.
yeah. Several.
Or if you're
times.
frustrated, you'd just be cutting it.
Oh, that's probably the thing I'd likely to be doing.
And then you end up with less and less wire, and then you end up having to solder on new wire.
George is getting frustrated here. You're killing independent George. Okay, so now the 2 red ones should light up. All right, so we got 2 reds. All right. So black and red. Okay, bing, bing. All right, so this one's going to go here. You got that yay sound effect ready and queued up?
Why?
Yeah, we're not going to need that, right? Not going to need to use that.
Where's the loser horn?
On my car. And that didn't work. Probably because I got them backwards. Yes, the one with 2 reds is the true red. 2 reds equals true red. All right, there. Yay! Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it works. I did it. I did it, boss.
You did a thing.
Did a thing. Look at me doing a thing. Doing that there. Okay, so we'll put this back on now. Oh, wait, I didn't do a thing. I still need a light. I didn't put my...
Just a little light of mine.
Yeah.
I noticed that when
I
you
need
put that
this
on there.
little light of mine. So...
What were you going to use?
I got red and green.
But you're pretty tight for
those are
coming
the
out of there
right
with
ones.
wires, right?
Yeah, but these are the wires.
Oh, okay.
So I got these 06, 02s, something like that.
I was going to say,
Got
you don't
ripped off
sound
one.
too sure about that.
Well, they're the slightly larger SMDs, the ones that
Right.
Keith was trying to use.
Yeah.
These guys right here.
Okay.
And they are 3 volts. Yeah.
I mean, you
3
could always.
volts.
I mean, you could always. I know you probably say no, but as an option, a person could always splice them in with one of the other existing lights in there.
Yeah, well, I could probably add it with this one because this one's on 3 volts.
Right.
The noodle one there is 3 volts, but
Yeah.
the wire is
Super thin
smaller
and super long.
Yeah.
So yeah, it shouldn't
That's
cause you any
both
issues.
wires right there twisted.
Yeah.
So we got actually I need the green one. This is the red one. I need the green one for this nacelle. So I'm
Would have put the red one
wondering
back
if I
though
can-
before you forget what it is and where it goes.
Yeah, I did. I put it in the little compartment
Perfect.
with the other red ones. I'll eat that one last.
Well, you should always eat the red ones last. And you have to be Canadian to really
so-
understand that reference.
So I'm wondering if I can get away with just having one in there. Say if I put it in.
For top and bottom.
Yeah. Like, I don't know.
You don't have any
Yeah,
you don't have any what is it called? Fiber optic filament, do you?
yeah, I do. I have tons of it.
You could
I have
take
different
some
sizes.
and run some top and bottom and then connect them to the green light.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking if I stick it right to the side of this, well, hold on.
I mean, you could stick it
Just,
a little further away, even
You just
technically,
disconnect
and
it so
then
it's not blinding us out.
I mean, yeah, you could put it anywhere in there, and then run the fiber optic filament out each side, and then run the other ends of both of them into a shrink tubed, sheath of, shrink tube in with that
Into
light
this, yeah.
as an option.
Pretty small holes. I actually had to relocate the hole for this because where they have a little bump there where it's supposed to be.
Yep.
You can kind of see it, but it's right on the freaking ring there for that. It's like right exactly on the edge of it.
And that is not right on.
No. So I just moved it forward a little bit. It's not, who cares?
I care.
The 2 millimeters of a difference making that move forward. If somebody looks at my model and goes, that marker light's 2 millimeters too far to the front side of the ship, I'll smack
You
him
know
in
what?
the mouth.
You know what you tell them?
Shut the fuck up.
Well, I was gonna say you tell them this.
Yes, exactly.
Shut up, Wesley.
Wesley. Okay, so I should do a test though. Let me get a little bit of this. So I got the really, 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 really thin ones.
Are they really thin?
Really, 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 really thin.
Oh, well,
Four,
thinner than I thought.
4 reallys. 4 reallys. That's how thin. This is like just slightly bigger than a piece of fishing line, but that's how small this hole is. It's Russ.
Russ is here.
Hey, Russ. I sent you a message on Discord, Russ. You can put a pin in Winnipeg because Ken here has a sticker or two of yours. We sent Ken some Wonderfest swag.
Yeah.
And some of your stickers were part of it. So you can put a pin in Winnipeg, buddy.
Yes, and that actually, as I looked at your map, that actually shows up on your map.
Yeah, Sudbury's not on the map.
Yeah, Sudbury's not on your map. Winnipeg, as I saw, is on your map.
Yeah. Okay, so I just mushroomed that off a little bit, like I learned from Mr. Crompton himself. And it's like the perfect size. So I want to put this little light back on for a second and just see how it's going to interact with this fiber optic, or if I need a larger fiber optic piece. And 50-50 chance of getting that right, and I did not do it. All right. Stop moving. Okay, so we can see it lighting up there. I don't think I even... What if I put this on the side? So even if I put this like on the side of it, it still lights up.
Yeah,
it doesn't have to be
either or.
Like it doesn't have to be on the end of it. It can be sideways like this.
Yeah.
And it's still gonna light the whole thing up. So that means I can sort of put it on the side surface of this little ring right here.
You sure could.
Right, so I got my fiber right there, and I can mount that light right on the side of that sort of cylinder, and it should glow to both sides. I hope. Let's hope.
Oh, don't use CA glue on that. It starts to degrade that stuff.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, let's use some of this then.
That'll take a
I
lot
use
longer
it.
to dry, but
I use
just,
it on these all the time.
Okay. I mean, if you want to, you go ahead, but just, it does eventually make it brittle. And if you've got like a big bend in it or something like that, it can cause it to eventually crack and break.
Okay. Well, I'm not too worried about it. But I am not going to squeeze it onto there. I'm going to get... this is a little piece of tape right here. I'm going to get a drop of it and use a pin or something.
Yeah, just that's one of those things. And then, like, also don't use like to me extra thin or anything like that on it.
No, I'm not going to use that because that's just gonna flow to the outside of the freaking nacelle.
Yeah,
everywhere.
Like hot glue would work normally as well. Yeah, if you're ever worried about it not, becoming brittle and stuff.
It's just enough to keep that in place to. Right, then I can cut this. I'm going to cut this on a bit of an angle.
I dare you.
You dare me. I did it. What do you think about that? I accepted your challenge.
You, sir, are a brave man.
I am a crazy man.
All right, so we need another one for
crazy like a fox.
Crazy like a red fox.
Oh, by the way.
By the by.
The captain's here.
Captain on the bridge. Captain's back.
He says, so I am back. Learned that the birthday party was next weekend, so stepped out to grab something from the store. So what did I miss? Let's see, you missed a lot of things. Let's see, earlier, Jody was having problems hearing me, so I started messing around with the soundboard here. I was having fun with that. Let's see, what else? We learned that what was his name? Totally Scale Models has been making videos for years. We learned that. We also learned
you can ship your pants right here. You hear that? I can ship my pants for free.
Wow, I just may ship my pants.
Yeah, ship your
I
pants.
already knew that.
Yes, we learned about shipping pants. Jody got some wires moved around in there. He moved his resistor because it was causing fitment issues. And he was just getting ready.
I almost glued the nacelle together and closed it up without adding a navigation light.
Yes, but you're doing that now. And
so I'm going to do it right now. Let's see if
I threw that in there, Steve, just for you again.
I'm gonna ship my pants, ship them to Mexico. I'm gonna ship my pants again. Okay, so I'm putting this, I'm making sure that I'm putting it on the larger side where the pin goes into instead of the other pin.
Just to have it knocked off.
I would like it to stay there. No, I'm not hearing you again. Okay, so I'm going to switch. I got another pair of Bluetooth things here.
All right.
I'm going to try those. Let me see. Settings. Settings.
Can you hear me now?
Settings. I can hear you now. Yeah, but I'm still having
I was going to say, is that green going to cause some light leak in with the blue?
It probably will. Yeah, you're right.
So
I'll
do you want to
probably
put the
have
light
to-
in shrink tube with the two fiber optic cables going over top of them?
I don't know how to do that.
Just find some really thin.
Because
shrink tube.
I've already.
You've got the fiber optic cable coming through, right?
Yeah,
That's
but I
on
cut it
the-
off real short.
Okay. So you could attach the light on that side then, whereas both sides cut really short now.
Yeah, they're both. I put them both in there, and I cut them off because my plan was to put the light right like this,
All right.
and it'll light both those up, right?
Yeah.
I didn't even think. I didn't even think of blocking that.
Yeah. Do
I
you
wonder
have
if I
some
could put a?
sheet styrene in there then to light block?
Yeah, I'll have to put a thin strip in there, eh?
Yeah.
Well, that sucks. Thanks a lot, Ken.
Well, you're welcome.
No, honestly, thanks a lot, because that would have been shitty if I didn't do it. So, genuinely, thanks a lot.
You'd have one of these moments.
Okay, now how am I going to do that? I could use the other option is that I use two of these, one for each hole. Instead of just trying to light both of them with one, I could just put two, just have it facing right down on the, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Facing right at the hole, and then just paint the top of it black afterwards. I think that's
True.
probably my best bet. Like, I've got 10 of these. Well, actually, 9. There were supposed to be 10, but there was only 9 in the package. I got 10 red ones, but I got 9 green ones.
You could just put one green one on each one and shrink tube them.
Well, yeah. Because to wrap it with shrink tube, first of all, I don't really have any
Then shrink tube.
shrink stuff. I got these little ones, but I only have a few little cuttings of them, like just
Yeah, you
scrap
don't need
and
and you don't need much. Just enough to
no,
fit
but I
the
mean
filament in
that's
the,
all I have.
yeah.
I'm going to need this for other parts of the model.
Oh, okay.
More importantly, right?
I gotcha.
But more important than that, I need to conserve them.
Right.
So I think what I'm going to do, since I got enough of these lights, I think what I'll do is I'll just cut it off.
It's either that or you keep the filament in there and you paint them green. So light that comes through it is green, like the clear green from Tamiya.
Yeah.
Do you have that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could try that.
I think so. Yeah, I have some clear green.
So try putting
Paint
a little
this?
clear green all. You could try and put it all over it, or just on the other side on the little point that's melted on the outside.
Oh, on the outside?
You could try put a little green clear paint on that, then kind of close it up temporarily, light up your nacelle and see how well that lights it as a green light, even though it's a blue light.
Oh, like just from the blue inside.
Yeah, because that blue inside will light it up. I mean, it was lighting up the hole by itself.
Yeah, but it'll be really blue though.
But if you put green on it, I'm hoping you can maybe get enough green out of it to try it before you do anything.
Yeah, because
You know,
these
drastic.
are like super bright, right? There's enough green light this will light both of those things.
Right.
I wonder if I can light those and then I think the easiest thing would be to just build a little wall. I think that's what I can do.
Yep.
That's the easiest thing. All I got to do is cut a little strip of
Or a box,
styrene
a
and
little
stick it in
box
there.
around it.
Yeah, there's one here already.
Yep.
There's one right there.
Yeah. Or you could just build a little box there, a little styrene box for the whole thing, for just a little area where you're gonna have your green light.
Oh, just that little area.
Yeah, just a little box
Close
there.
that in.
Yeah.
Okay. I was gonna close the blue off.
Yeah, either or would, should, really work.
Yeah.
Like, is that the right thickness of styrene?
It's probably thicker than it has to be.
I was going to say, try and close it up right now and turn on that light in there and see how it looks. See if it's,
So like I'll just put this one in here somewhere.
Just lay it in there for
where
now.
it's going to be. Yeah.
Yeah, just lay it in there for now and then light it up and see how it looks with the blue lights lit up as well. Oh, let's see here. So he's asking how I'm doing this week. I've been sick yesterday, and today I'm really not doing so good. I've got to change a medication I was saying earlier, and I've been dizzy all day. So even just laying in bed right now, I'm dizzy. So not good. But thanks for asking. I appreciate it, Jeff.
Well, I don't like the sound of that.
I mean, otherwise I feel okay, other than not being dizzy.
Okay, so red one's really red. It's hard to differentiate these wires, but one of them's got like sort of a red. So that's gonna go here. Let's see.
And this is just more of a proof of concept, right? Just to see.
Yeah, just to see how it's going.
I mean, if the red ones don't get lit up right now, that's not a big deal, but I think you have them all twisted together anyway.
I'm just looking for the other wire. It's so small I can't see where it went. There it is. Okay.
So is the green looking green enough?
The green one didn't light up.
Oh, okay. But you can see the blue coming through it.
Oh yeah, big time. Let's get this off. Okay. Can't even hardly see the wires.
Well, they are small.
Nope.
Is Mary using a salad spinner?
No.
Okay. I thought I heard something like a salad spinner or something going in the background.
It is something like it. It's one of those spinning mop things.
Oh, yes, I have one of those. Yes, I know what you're talking about. By Vilita.
The Vilita, yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Ken thought it was a salad thing. Yeah.
Close enough.
Yeah, close enough. It's the same sort of mechanism. So did I get these ones mixed up? I guess I did. Maybe the dark red one's not actually the positive one?
And you're just under 15 minutes before the hour.
Okay. Well, now this isn't working.
I did see it light up just a moment ago.
Oh, it did?
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
When I was asking about the salad spinner.
Oh.
Because it was up by the tip of your, yeah, there you go. It was up by the tip of your pliers there, or your wire cutters there.
Okay, so this one's negative. Okay, when maybe I need to just twist it into here. I was trying to just grip it with the contact here, but that's probably not enough. I gotta twist it into the rest of them. Get a good contact. Okay, now none of them work. What have I done? Oh, I see what I've done. I reversed that again.
That's the Jordan way. Oh, I can even see the green lights lit up.
All right. Oh, but now it's not. It was.
No, I think you just unplugged it.
But I have not. It's on there and it's on there. Both of them are on there.
Something's loose because you wiggle it and it just flashed on again when you were wiggling it your second time. Yeah, the positive, try wiggling that. No, negative. No, because it just flashed.
I know. I saw it come on when I first connected it.
I'm staring at it like a cat.
I think it was this one.
I think you're right.
Twist it really well this time.
There you go.
Okay.
I know I'm asking you to do all these horrible like things. Do this. Like, leave me alone. This is my build.
Actually, you're teaching me things that I wouldn't have
I'm
thought
just trying
of
to help.
or wouldn't have remembered to do. So let me just try and get this sort of sitting in there like that.
You could probably even just slide it in there once you get the top and bottom over top of each other.
No, there won't be any way to get it into there.
I don't mean permanently. I just mean to test it. Yeah, just slip it in there right now and then close it just to see proof of concept, how the green is working, if it's causing any issues with the blue, if the green is showing up well enough through the...
Well, it's down here right now, so I need to... It's nowhere near where it's supposed to be.
Put a little piece of tape on it, maybe. Just the smallest corner of tape on it.
There, right like that.
Because all we're trying to do is just test to see functionality. Well, is this a working concept?
Yeah. Okay, so our green one is... I can see it right now. It's right where it needs to be, and that's not green at all. It's blue.
Right.
And it was like right there. So yeah, I'm gonna have to,
You said
block
possibly
that off.
box it off or something, or do a full light block behind there in between the two. I'm feeling a little bit like Buck, like I'm an instigator.
Pardon me?
I'm feeling a little like Buck being an instigator.
No. You're being helpful.
Well, I'm trying to get myself a lozenge
This
here.
go. See, I'm gonna need another piece for this side too.
Right. Yeah, like on the Reliant build.
Unless I cut a wider piece.
We have little window or light boxes we're using, right?
Yeah.
Even the little round ones is what we're using for some of the stuff. Because all you really need to do is block off for the green light. And it doesn't need a huge area. It just needs to block blue light from getting to those little filaments.
Yeah. Yeah, I think maybe I'll have to go with the if I want to use one.
Do you have any tube styrene?
One light.
Do you have any tube styrene? No.
No.
Or square styrene? Like any sort of tube styrene at all? Straws?
Not at all.
No straws.
Nothing like that. No.
I'll
have to do the no. I don't. I'll have to do the shrink tube, I think, method like you suggested earlier if I want to get away with using just one green light.
Right.
And rationing them. So I think, yeah, what I'll do is that, like, I just barely got this in here, right? I can remove this and make a new piece that is long enough.
Oh, alternatively, not necessarily the best idea, you could cut it flush where the filament is still there, but it's flush on the inside.
Yeah, well, that's what I just did. It just kind of broke off.
And is it still in place?
It's still got its bump right there.
Okay, then you can push the light flush against it. And then
but then I need
green lights.
Then I need to use two lights.
Right.
I'm trying to avoid using two lights.
Right.
I'm trying to get away with just using one. But if I have to use two, then I'll have to use two and just buy more, I guess. I don't like buying stuff because people you buy stuff from want money, and
yeah, I know that's annoying.
Generally don't have any to give them. So I try to ration my materials and recycle and reuse things and make my own stuff if I can. All right. If I'm able to make something myself, I would always rather make it than buy it.
So my suggestion would be then either put that blocking wall in and then light block it. Or make a little box. Just a little styrene, tiny little box.
I think I'm just going to go with the easiest, not necessarily the most economical choice, but the easiest choice. I'm going to use two lights. So I'll put one because I went to try to pull that out and it just snapped off. So I'm left with the perfect little dome on the outside. So what's the point of wrecking that if I don't have to? This just snaps right out of there. I got the perfect.
Right.
So I might as well keep that. That's what it looks like on the inside now.
Yeah.
So I gotta use extra lights, whatever. No biggie. I got 5 minutes. Let's see. How am I gonna secure this light into place?
And then you could come around afterwards and just cover up the light with something. Do you have do you have like hot glue or something?
I got hot glue, yeah. Should you use that to glue it in?
You could, and then you could paint over the hot glue like Ken does at Epic.
Yeah. Paint over
so that way it's light blocked with paint. Yeah, just paint some silver paint over it afterwards.
Yeah.
So the green light doesn't reflect out and the blue light doesn't get in. Does that sound?
This is tough though. Yeah, but when I go to I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I don't have a glue gun,
Okay, then just
so
tack
I
it in
have to
place.
use.
Tack it in
I
place.
have to use it by doing this. This is
Like
how I
tack
use
it-
my.
You could tack it in
glue.
place with your super glue, and then put the hot glue over top of it after.
Okay, so super glue is not gonna bother this.
Yeah, it kind of, or whatever gluing method you normally would use.
Normally, I would use this.
Do it your normal way. That's been working for you for all this time.
Well, this is my first
tack it.
time using one of these particular bulbs here, but with the 0402s, I just always glue them in place, and they seem to function perfectly.
All right. And just put a glob of hot glue over top, and then use some like silver paint to light block it, because any metallic paint usually is really good for light blocking.
Yeah. Okay. I got some pretty thick black too. It's almost like tulip.
Oh, if you had tulip, that'd be a good too. So,
Well,
kind of.
It's not quite as thick as that, but it's pretty thick black paint.
Andrew says someone needs to Amazon him a hot melt glue gun. I was just thinking the same thing, Jody.
I have one, but
Sorry, I was thinking the same thing,
as
Andrew.
soon as it gets hot, the glue just oozes out the tip of it, no matter what you do, even if there's no pressure on it.
Well,
I
that
think
sounds
it's just
like
so
a
old.
hot glue gun.
Like it's one of the larger ones.
Yep. We'll have to find you
No,
a
like
one.
I mean, it comes out like as if you're squeezing it.
Yeah, that's why when you first turn it on, pull the glue thing out a little bit, the glue stick out.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I hate to like cause you chaos and then run, but I have to get going.
Yeah, you got to go get ready for Canadian Starships. I'm gonna call it and wrap it up right now. Anyways, because I want to get a fresh coffee and a snack before Andrew starts, and I'm going to get ready for Canadian Starships.
Take care, everyone.
Take care, Ken. Thank you for your help, my friend.
You're welcome.
And we'll hear you in a few minutes over at Andrew's stream. All right, buddy. So, yeah, everyone that's here, Steve, Andrew, Jeff, Russ, Trent, totally scale models, and Sick Jim was here, and Ben Genium stopped in at the beginning to say hi. How's it going, Ben Genium? I don't know if you're still here or not, but thanks for stopping in and checking me out. So everybody click over to this guy right here. Where'd it go? There we go. Boom. Look at this logo right here. Go to that. You guys know where to go. That's where I'm going. We're going to go watch Canadian Starships. And we'll see you guys tomorrow on the HTM Sunday Fun Day stream. And if you guys don't see me, I'll still be seeing you guys because I'll be watching if I'm not there. So keep on trekking. Take it easy, shipheads.